here's the worst part of it. They are quite sure that he died as part of medical experiments.
What?
Shoot.
That the Japanese were doing?
Yeah.
We're
Lighten
gonna,
up.
we're gonna round it out with a little sing-along.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is Smile. Okay, here we go. Smile.
Though your heart is aching.
Hello, everyone.
안녕.
We're back with Korean Class 101.
Yes.
Yes.
We're in poetry these days. And last time we learned Azaleas by Kim So-won. This time we're going to learn the other master of the early 20th century, 윤동주.
윤동주.
Yeah,
Okay.
윤동주.
Yes.
윤동주. Okay.
I'm going to give you a brief introduction of him, okay?
Okay.
So he is one of the most famous poets, as well as Kim So-won. Also, he's loved by the most Koreans, the most people, and he was a famous poet, independence activist during the Japanese colonization.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he fought for the independence, and one of the ways he fought for the liberation was writing poems. Isn't
Oh,
it so
okay.
cool?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. And he died at 27, like
Oh.
only a few months before the liberation.
Oh, sad.
In 1945, and Professor will share how he died, which is really sad.
Oh, sad.
I'll tell you at the end.
Okay. All right. Big reveal.
Okay. What are we doing first?
We're going to learn his poem first.
Okay.
This poem is his most famous poem,
Okay.
and it's called The Prelude. And it was written as a prelude to a book of poetry that he wrote. So it goes, 죽는 날까지 하늘 우러러, which means until the day I die, I'm going to look up to heaven.
Okay.
Okay, so 하늘, here we've had 하늘 before, 하늘, and then it says 한 점 부끄러움이 없기를. I hope I have not one speck of embarrassment. Then it says 잎새에 이는 바람에도, even the wind in the leaves, 나를 괴로워했다, is agonizing to me. Then 별을 노래하는 마음으로, with a heart of singing a song of stars.
That's pretty.
Okay. Then 모든 죽어가는 것을 사랑해야지. I must love everything that is going to die. So he's looking at all mortals. Everything that's alive is alive because it's on its way to death. So I love everything that is going to die, everything that's alive. Then he says, 그리고 나한테 주어진 길 걸어가야겠다. So I must walk the path that has been given me. And we all have to walk the path that's given us. Some people it's hard, and some people it's not so hard. And then the final line is 오늘 밤에도 별이 바람에 스치운다. The wind blows the stars again tonight. It's very, very simple, but it's very, very beautiful. And Koreans just love the poem. Here's an English translation. Looking up to heaven, let me feel no shame. Till the day of my death, I grieve over the wind blowing through the trees. I must love all death-bound things. That's a very interesting way of looking at
Yeah,
life.
that is interesting.
Death-bound things. With a heart that sings to the stars, I must follow the path given me. The wind grazes the stars again tonight. So that's a nice translation.
Yeah,
There's several different
yeah.
ways of translating it. He was accused of writing political poems. And maybe some of his poems had some politics in them. But this one is just pure, innocent, sweet beauty of a young poet who was studying in Japan and arrested for thought crimes.
Thought crimes?
Thought crimes.
Is that a thing? Sounds like a North Korean thing.
Yeah,
Like-
it is a North Korean thing. It's a thing you find in totalitarian states. If you're thinking the wrong
Where they
thing,
try to control how you think.
that's
So
right.
thought crimes were a thing during the Japanese
Late in the
occupation?
Japanese occupation, in the height of World War II, he was arrested and thrown in jail for this. And he died in jail for this.
Wow.
But here's the worst part of it. They are quite sure that he died as part of medical experiments.
What?
shoot.
That the Japanese were doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's like a creepy movie.
Yeah. Yeah. This is as creepy as it
What?
gets. Yeah.
And it was only
No.
few months before the liberation.
Wait, did they actually
That
do
makes
that?
it
The
more
Japanese
dramatic.
did like experiments during.
Yeah.
Oh, to
The
lots of Koreans.
The Nazis did too.
Yeah, I know the Nazis did.
Such
Nobody
a
ever
thing.
talks about the Japanese and the stuff they did in America.
It's
You know
called
why?
They all talk about the Nazis, but they don't talk about
Because
that.
we think Japan sold all the information to America.
Unit 731. Was
Unit
the name of
731.
this experimental company or army unit.
What did they do?
that
we know?
kind of thing. That
Do
kind
we
of
know
thing.
what they were experimenting? Like, was it on like brain stuff or like?
Yeah, that kind of thing. Medication, shots.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Do they? Is this? I mean, not to get like sidetracked. 'Cause this is a really beautiful poem, and I do want to focus on that. But now I'm really distracted. Did they ever? Because Japan likes to kind of pretend like they didn't do a lot of stuff that they did. Did they acknowledge that
No.
they did that?
No.
Oh,
They
classic.
never acknowledged it.
Classic.
They brushed this all aside.
Really?
Yeah. So
Wow, that's so sad. He was 27.
Yeah. Let me get a picture of him.
Pretty good looking.
And Paul.
He's a really nice-looking, sweet, innocent boy. This is his
Oh, he's
photograph.
good looking.
Yeah, he's very good looking. But he's such a sweet, innocent young person and wrote sweet, innocent young poems, and yet he met an awful death like
I
that.
love that. Well, it's kind of an interesting, ironic line. I must love all death-bound things.
Yeah.
That's like kind of haunting when you know how
Yeah.
his end.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
That's the point. Yeah.
Well,
that's
so
really
he
pretty.
wrote a lot of many pretty poems,
Mm-hmm.
and like people my age usually don't read poems, right?
Right.
But actually, people like my age in Korea love his poems because we grew up. You know, when you type, like when you first learn how to type,
Oh, you type his stuff?
yeah, to practice,
yeah.
practice type. So everyone knows, and there's one song I want to show you guys, like how popular he is by like a lot of younger people. You know, 무한도전, Infinite Challenge.
Infinite.
Is that a
Challenge?
Yeah,
song?
it's like the
It's a
biggest
TV show?
variety show in
Oh,
Korea.
okay.
has. So it's the poem we just read.
Oh, really?
They wrote the song based.
Oh,
These are one of his poems.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. This is so cool. Wait, is that really part of his poem?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Okay, that is so
So
cool.
cool.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
people love him.
Damn.
Maybe it's because he was so young and they just relate to him. Like
Yeah.
so we need to
we're
lighten
gonna
up.
we're gonna round it out with a little sing along.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is Smile. Okay, here we go. Smile,
Though your heart is aching,
smile.
even though it's breaking,
When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile.
through your fears and sorrow,
Smile,
and maybe tomorrow
you'll see the sun come shining through. For you, light,
of your face with gladness,
hide,
every trace of sadness,
although a tear may be ever so near. That's the time.
you must keep on trying.
Smile,
What's the use of crying?
you'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Yeah.
Love that. That was a
Love
good
that,
way to end
guys.
it. After a sad story.
Live in
Everybody
Korea.
practice. You're all gonna sing.
And pray for the COVID to end in
Yes.
April.
So we
Otherwise,
can come. But we're gonna come as soon as we can. So we'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching us. Make sure you subscribe to The Frog Outside the Well and The Bangtan Blondes and Asian Theory. We'll see you next time, guys.
Paul, good to see you.
Thank you
Hey, it's
so
nice to be
much.
on.
Bye bye, everyone.
구독해주세요.
See you guys.